So, my dad, he's invoked the clause of my parents' divorce agreement that says that the marital home, which is where my mom and I live, and had expected to keep living, was to be sold. But I think sometime in August of 2018. But I guess this year he finally decided to invoke that. And the thing about that divorce agreement is that it's built on like a bunch of lies he told about my mom and my sister, mainly financial lies. And he also refinanced this house like 4 times. So even though they bought it back in 1994, he, the mortgage is nowhere near paid off. And, I have a little dog, Ella. She's very cute. I can show her to you in a couple minutes. Basically, we're going to be thrown out onto the street. And I'm going to lose my dog because, homeless shelters don't let you have pets, I assume. Because that would be too nice. And homeless shelters have to be nasty. Force people to find work or whatever. And that's really gonna suck because I love her and she loves me. She's really bonded with me ever since we got her a couple years ago. Yeah, I held her in the car on the way back. Let me show you her now. This is Ella. Oh, say hi. See how cute she is? I can't believe I'm gonna lose this cute little thing. She's so cute. Look how much she loves me. See that? See how much she loves me? Aren't you cute? You're so cute. We love you, Ella. I will miss you when I have to be homeless. And then the way he it's like, sure, yeah, okay. He did try to get in touch with my mom about buying him out of the house. I can get wanting your name off the mortgage, but your name would be off the mortgage if you hadn't refinanced so many times. And that's what I don't understand. That's how he's allowed to do all of this. Why he was allowed to claim that my mother spent like $100,000 of his money when she didn't, and not have to say on what she spent this money on or over what time period, because you can easily spend $100,000 over like 20 years, more than that, I would say. I looked at at the old credit card bills, and they I didn't see any evidence of overspending, or that we were going over budget or whatever the budget was, because my father refused to set one. My mom offered several times during their marriage to take over the finances instead of budget, but my father refused. And then when my mom asked for information on all of the financial accounts, all of their accounts, investments, whatever, he furnished her with just with like a table of not hastily constructed, but just like it was like a bare bones Excel spreadsheet with like a few of the places where they have investments, maybe the account numbers, and then the total balance as reported by him. He didn't provide her with any statements. And similarly, he also lied to me about my college money. Now, yes, I was being gullible here. I did believe him, but he's my father. You should be able to believe, to at least trust your father. Or your mother. unless they have like serious addiction or mental health issues, whether they're like, a criminal or something, then like you should be able to trust them. And I could not trust my father, apparently, because I thought he was paying for my college out of the savings, for, my 529, which I know is not mine, and I know belongs to him, but still, that's for my. I mean, I think those accounts should revert to the person who may or may not go to college when they're 18. It could be used to start a business, by them. They don't have to go to college, and that's. And he never showed me a single statement, and he just made up all of the, not all, he didn't, he wasn't going wild with it because he wanted to hide it, but he did at one point say that there was $8,000 left in my, account, and then I look on the financial aid, he said that in 2018, and then in 2019, I go to look at the financial aid, and then there's, I owe like $20,000 in student debt. And he had me over to his apartment after he left my mom to, do a little tutorial thing, sign a little agreement about paying back loans and stuff that I thought was like just perfunctory stuff, to get any financial aid, Pell Grants or whatever. But, yeah, it was, that was quite the shock. And he never even sat down with me to, what is it? Oh, yeah, go over, options, budgeting, etc. for things. For, college, he never went over, it's like, this is what it would cost, if you had an off-campus apartment, which I did, which he kind of insisted that I get, which is weird to me, because, like, he was all about saving money, and then, he goes and basically orders me to spend money, which is, like, bizarre. Not orders, but, like, strongly suggests. And I had to admit, it was nice living in the apartment. It had a 24-hour gym in the first floor, which I think every home or apartment building should have. I think that would make people healthier, but that's something for another time. Anyway, it was nice living there, but it's way, way worse to be saddled with all this debt. That place was not worth, $20,000 plus interest. And, he also never, talked with me about, like, my major. Like, there's that meme. There's like the stock photo of like the father and the daughter sitting together at a dinner table, and she's like talking to her dad about little speech bubbles. Oh, I'm majoring in philosophy, and the dad's like sarcastically, oh great, because they're opening a big philosophy factory right down the street. Like he never ever went over with me like what would be the best major, like. For me. And he also never, helped me get a job or anything. Like my mom found me a couple jobs in 2014 or 15, and then once in 2016, another one in 2016. And my father basically said no to all of them for reasons that I don't understand. I've done a lot of crying about this recently, and like over the past like 10 years of all this happening, so that's why I sound so calm about it. I've already done a lot of crying. I mean, I don't think I could now, because I'm just like, why? That's what I want to know, is just like why? Like my mother wasn't doing anything except trying to help my sister figure out like what was up with her, because like she couldn't go to school because she had headaches and needed to sleep all the time, and like that's weird. That's something that should be looked at. And also, he was like such a mix of like, he was such a you know, almost oxymoronic figure, if that makes sense. Like, he was all, it seemed like he was the one who was like driving most of my dentist appointments, etc. He would make them, he would take me to them, he would, pay for them and stuff. But then he like also never really, um, taught me or like, instilled in me good toothbrushing, flossing, whatever habits. So, my teeth are kind of messed up, as you can see. I did get orthodontia. You can see it's gone back a little bit, but it's otherwise okay. Still, even though I never figured out how to put in my retainer. I was so happy to be out of that orthodontist office that I didn't even take in that information because I just hated the orthodontist so much.